audience is representing many different kind of communities. A lot of them are immigration communities, so they are very concerned about immigration policies. We have two immigration questions. That is the last two questions before closing. So we have John Park, who has a question about immigration policy.
Good evening. The need for immigration reform is a key issue for many members of the minority community. If elected, what types of changes do you propose to reform our current immigration system?
Is it comment?
We do need to reform it, and that is why Saxby got involved in the immigration debate last year. He recognized there's a problem, and it needed to be solved, and the federal government needed to take action. They ignored the problem for 20 years, going back to the 86 amnesty bill, which just let folks who are in the country illegally stay here and have, be on a pathway to citizenship. Saxby said we need to address this problem. We need to secure our borders first and foremost, so that we know who is coming into the country. Then second of all, we need to make sure that our laws are enforced and that nobody who came in illegally has a way to get around the people that have waited in line and spent, in many cases, years of their lives working to become an American citizen. There's no way we're going to let folks come around and just gain citizenship because they said they're sorry for it. That's not right. So Saxby did get involved in that issue. He's going to continue to push for it. When he got involved in the debate, he took a lot of flack for it because he had a picture taken with a certain senator who's very liberal, but the bill was in that senator's committee, and if Saxby was going to have a voice on that issue, he had to work with him, and he had to go to the table and negotiate with him and work to deal with the problem. So Saxby took a lot of political heat for his even being involved in that issue, but he's willing to do that because he is the kind of senator that will work on the issues that are facing this country, and if it means he takes political heat, he's going to do that if he's doing the right thing, which he was back on that immigration debate. It continues to be a top priority for him.
Mr. Buckley, please.
I think we need to solve the illegal immigration problem. First of all, I think our immigration laws overall make sense. We bring in about 1 million people a year legally, and we typically lose about 250,000 people a year. But I think that the logic behind the law is actually overall is pretty good. As far as the illegal immigration problem, again, I have a solution. I think Saxby Chambliss was ready to sign Ted Kennedy's amnesty bill. Most people know that. But again, I do say we eliminate most of these foreign bases, put some of those troops on the Mexican border. They can train there and protect the border. Let me show you illegal immigration. Another chart, the GAO. Again, this is coming from the federal government. No, sorry, this is from the U.S. Census Bureau, Center for Immigration Studies. You can show illegal immigration is the black line growing. 2000, we had about 7 million illegal aliens, grew to 9.7 in 2005. It's under the Republican leadership, and that grew for a reason. They were getting money from the manufacturers and the retailers. We're funding their campaigns. That's the reality of the situation. A lot of people in the Republican base are really fed up with the illegal immigration problem. And I'm one of the persons who's fed up with it as well. I think part of the role of the federal government is to make sure only legal people get in and not allow people to come over the Mexican border at will. And I live in Smyrna, and I've lived there over 20 years. In the late 80s, we had very few illegal immigrants from Mexico. Now, a significant portion of the billboards are in Spanish, and a lot of these people are illegal. I have a solution that involves pursuing the employers with significant penalties if they hire illegal aliens, simultaneously reducing entitlements for lower income people, so they have an incentive to go out and get jobs that are performed now by a lot of illegal aliens. So we simultaneously have created a need for people to get work that is now performed by illegal aliens, and we create a need for employers to get employees to fill the jobs that are done by illegal aliens. And we offer free bus transportation back to Mexico. I mean, a lot of these people I know are good people. They're not bad people, but we've got a problem that needs to be fixed. And I just think if you're here illegally, you're